The stars held secrets, and for 20,000 years, the Galactic Council had kept the greatest one of all. Humans had never truly gone extinct. Admiral James Reed stood at the viewport of the Reclamation flagship of humanity's returned Armada. Earth was a distant memory now, abandoned 30 millennia ago when the resource wars reached their peak. The Exodus had scattered human colonies across a dozen star systems before contact was lost. The official records claimed a plague had finished what war began. "We're approaching the edge of Council space, Admiral," Lieutenant Anna Davis reported from her station. "Still no response to our hails." Reed nodded. The Council races, the avian cracks, the crystalline Lithians, and the gaseous veil had maintained their life for millennia. They documented human extinction with fabricated evidence and kept vigil over the abandoned colonies, ensuring no one discovered the truth. But humanity hadn't died. They'd gone beyond, pushing past the cosmic veil the Council had established as the boundary of the galaxy. "Bring the fleet to full alert," Reed ordered. "Deploy reconnaissance drones. I want to know what we're facing." The Council chamber on Nexus Prime buzzed with panic. High Elder Krell of the Krex paced the chamber, his feathers rustling with agitation. "It's impossible," Krell insisted. "Their genetic line was terminated. We verified it ourselves." Councilor Tez, a shimmering cloud of sentient gas, pulsed in disagreement. "The boundary markers have been breached. The signal patterns match historical human technology. The deception must hold." Elder Nay of the Lithians chimed, her crystalline form refracting light across the chamber. "If the others learn we falsified human extinction, then what?" The chamber doors slid open as Ambassador Will Morgan entered, flanked by 2 human guards. "You'll face the consequences of your lies?" The Council members froze. A human here in their most secure facility? Morgan smiled thinly. "The Armada sends its regards." Beyond the Council's influence, 1,000 worlds had flourished. Species deemed too aggressive or unpredictable by Council standards had been systematically isolated or reported as extinct. Humans, Ranters, Vex, and dozens more had found each other beyond the false boundary and formed the Free Coalition. Captain Tom Black led the stealth insertion team that had smuggled Ambassador Morgan onto Nexus Prime. Now, from the shadows of the Council's own communication hub, he watched as the truth began to spread. "Transmitters are set," whispered his second-in-command, Lisa Green. "The Coalition broadcast will reach every world in Council space simultaneously." Black nodded. "Execute." Across 1,000 worlds, the carefully maintained propaganda systems of the Council were hijacked. Beings of all species witnessed the truth. Recordings of Council elders organizing mass deceptions, fabricating extinction events, and restricting technological advancement to maintain control. On the Reclamation Reed received the confirmation signal. "The truth is out," he told his bridge crew. "Now we show them our strength." The human armada decloaked, 10,000 ships emerging from seemingly empty space, a technology the Council had banned as too destabilizing. Each vessel carried representatives from the Free Coalition, every species the Council had tried to erase. "Council Defense Fleet is moving to intercept," Davis reported. "They're charging weapons." Reed remained calm. "Hold position. Let them fire first." The Council's flagship, the Imperial Truth fired the first volley. Energy beams streaked across space toward the human armada, passed harmlessly through. Holograms. Elder Krell realized too late, watching from Nexus Prime. Where are the real ships? The answer came as the Council's own defense platforms, secretly compromised months earlier by Coalition hackers, turned their weapons on the Council fleet. "This is Admiral James Reed of the Free Coalition." Reed's transmission echoed across all Council channels. "Your deception ends today. For 20,000 years, you've manipulated the evolution of this galaxy, deciding which species could exist and how they could develop. You feared our potential, so you tried to erase us. We endured. The real battle wasn't fought with weapons. In the days that followed, rebellions erupted across Council space as the truth spread. Species that had been kept in technological stagnation discovered they'd been deliberately held back. Ancient enemies realized their conflicts had been engineered by Council manipulations. On Nexus Prime, Morgan addressed the assembled representatives of 100 worlds. The Council told you we were gone because they feared what we represented: freedom to determine our own future. They feared the Ranters' resilience, the Vex's creativity, humans' adaptability. But beyond their boundary, we built something better. The old Council chambers now hosted the first meeting of the Galactic Congress. The three former Council races sat humbled among equals. Reed watched from orbit as the new alliance took its first tentative steps. The Armada that had returned wasn't just human, it represented all who had been deceived, all who had been deemed too unpredictable for the Council's carefully ordered galaxy. Was it worth it? Davis asked, standing beside him at the viewport. 30,000 years in the darkness beyond gnome space, building our strength, waiting for this moment. Reed considered the stars, no longer separated by artificial boundaries. Our ancestors chose a difficult path. They could have fought then, but instead they retreated, gathered allies, and returned not just to reclaim our place, but to free everyone the Council had deceived. He turned to face her. Today, we've created a galaxy where no species will ever again be erased from history. As the Coalition ships dispersed throughout Council space, bringing advanced technology and the truth of their shared history, humanity found itself not as conquerors, but as liberators. The cosmic deception was broken. The stars belonged to everyone once more.